Hello viewers, it's Peter Elgar, a funny old bloke from Brentwood, Essex, England. Welcome back to my channel with another fascinating video. This time it's on in this mysterious black case. What have we got here? It says YASHICA. Now what's in here? We'll open it up and have a look. Oh, a little gold object. What's that? We'll turn it round. Oh look. It's a YASHICA Zoomate 120 SE compact film camera. Wow! Yes, I was given this with the Pentax S1A gear that I've shown you on the other video. And the kind lady gave it to me. I've only just fitted it with a battery and it works. So we're going to go through this. So to make it work, you have to have a battery which goes in here. And that is a 123A battery like this. 123A with a positive up the top there like that. So I happen to have one because I use them for my Pentax 6x7, same batteries. So now we've got a battery installed, we can have a look at what it is. Well, there's a little flash here. And there's some viewfinders, and then one of them is for a frame system for when you zoom out you get parallax problem because the viewfinder is not absolutely in the line with the lens. It's not a through the lens viewing camera, so you get parallax. So there's a little, like a little rangefinder window here, but not a rangefinder, it puts some little lines inside there. Now on the top we've got one or two controls, not many at all. We have an on and off switch here, so we switch it on and it makes funny noises, I think. Oh, there it goes. A little lens pops out. Look at that. The little lens is a YASHICA zoom lens, and it goes, its focal length is 38 to 120 millimeters. And I have used it at most of those focal lengths, but pictures at 120, they're not terribly good. It's not very sharp, I'm afraid. Well, here we are, it's only a little cheap compact camera. So you switch it on, and then you've got to get a film in. So you pull down this little latch here, and open the film gate. Now, I'm using out-of-date film. Now it has a DX coding system which will set the film speed automatically. So we're going to put in 200 ASA film, but I want to fool the camera into thinking it's 100 because it's out of date, very old. So what I do, I get some labels and I cut a little bit off sticky label. Before your very eyes, folks, I'm going to do this like that, peel off that, and we stick it over the DX coding here, like that. That will now fool the camera to set 100 ASA instead of to 200. It will give you the more exposure for the, turn it off for a minute, more exposure for the out-of-date camera, out-of-date film. Now, oh, here we are, the cassette goes in this way. We'll turn it round. There's a little hole there, and the little prongs go in there. You've got to get your cassette, wiggle it around, with these little compact camera, wiggle it, then it seats properly. If it doesn't seat, you're in trouble. And you pull the lever until it goes. I had trouble loading this. There's like a little clip thing here, so it goes in line with that, down in that little clip thing. And it goes in like that. Now, see if it loads when we shut the back. No, I had trouble before because the cassette pops up. See that? I had trouble with it. It finally went. I finally got it to load, but it's not easy because the cassette pops up out of alignment. Oh dear, it's playing up now. There's a fault with this camera, I think. We'll see if we can, otherwise we'll have to pretend it's loaded. Don't want to be boring. Yeah, you've got to press that cassette there. Ah, there we are. Now, no, it's not loaded correctly because number 1 isn't showing there. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. We'll do it all again. Well, sorry to take up all this time, but there's a... Let's poke it down there. Must be a way of doing that whereby it will load correctly. Nope. Nope. If it's gonna be take up too much of your time, we'll pretend it's loaded. Because I say there's possibly a fault with it. We'll try once more. I did get it to work because I've got a picture to show you, but the cassette comes up. No, I'm not going to waste your time, so we'll pretend there's a film loaded. It's only a test film. And then number 1 will show when it's loaded correctly. Now, in order to take pictures, there's not a great deal you can do. You just switch on here, and then you look through the... First of all, you've got to choose, do you want the flash on, or do you want the flash off? Well, the flash will come on automatically every time you switch it on. So that means if it's dark enough, it will flash. And if it's bright enough, it won't flash. But here's some other choices. You press that, and you've got a choice automatic with red eye reduction, which means it will flash several times to cause the pupils of your eye to contract. That is flash off, no flash at all. And then we've got flash on, and that will flash on all the time for fill-in flash, and that's what I used. Then we have delayed action here. If you want to delay, I've used that. There's a little delayed action symbol there. Give about 10 seconds delay. I don't know whether it'll work. We'll see if we can get it to work with delayed action. Oh, no, it did. The delayed action didn't work, but the flash came on because I had it set to flash all the time. You want to have it flash off for the moment. There's not many controls at all. If you want to rewind your film before you've finished it, you press this, and it will rewind your film, and then it will stop when it gets to 0. But as there's no film in it, it will still keep going. Then you zoom by this lever here. Push it on again. Here, automatic flash, you see, comes up. You press the little lever. Look, that is 120mm focal length telephoto now. But as it's not trivially sharp at 120mm. There we are. So a little bit of trouble with that. That's about all there is. A tripod socket. I haven't used it on a tripod yet. So we'll now show you a couple of pictures I took with it. First of all, a general sort of snapshot which you can get with it. It's quite sharp. As a mate of mine who poses for me in Brentwood High Street, he will let me test cameras on him. So that's what I did. I told him I've got a new camera. And he poses up for me. Some British cars going by. Look, on the left-hand side of the road, mate, not the right-hand side. And there's no flash on that. It posed up nicely. Then for close-up, I went to the church and I took a picture here, a vertical one, on the wall of a church. There's some feet of a statue here and a little dragon thing underneath, and the stonework. And that was handheld, no flash. I did do one with a flash, but it killed all the modelling. So there we go, we don't want flash on that, otherwise you don't get the sculpting of the light. That is pretty sharp, but ones I took at 120mm, they weren't trivially sharp at all. So there we are, but not bad for a little cheap compact camera. I hope you enjoy this short video, and if you want to support my channel, click on buy me a coffee down below. You can buy me a film. Thank you very much for watching. See you again with another video shortly.